No, it starts with me. Everything starts with me, broad. Right? Everything starts with me. What do I mean by that? I've already told you guys a long time ago that no broad comes ready-made. None. I know you listening, fam. I know you got it, loved one. Ain't got to be crooked. You hit that shit right on, man. I'm so proud of you. Your position. Now, see, you got to be careful. This is tricky right here, right? Now, bring your whole mind, man. Bring your whole mind, because this is where that tricky shit happens, man. This is where the trick is, man. Right? See, there is a pride as a man. There is a pride as a man for you to feel it's impossible for a bitch to come ready-made to you. I'm cussing and everything. I told God I was going to work with my mouth, right? But sometimes I get hyped up when I get to talking about some game stuff, right? But it's life and it's man stuff. See, there's supposed to be a sense of pride in you for you to understand you so powerful. As a man, you so powerful that the only way a broad is going to get you to a T, the only way that's going to happen is through you teaching her who you are. Because if she comes and you think that she's coming ready-made, who was she with before you? She coming ready-made for who she was with the last cat. Not for you. You exclusive. You're your own man. There's certain things about you that the other cat is nothing like you. So she's bringing something from other situations and presenting you who she is through them. You should feel some kind of way about that. A man should. But, broad, you can't bring me. You can't bring me what you've been developed into by old boy. You can't bring me that. You're going to have to get with me, right? And then I'm going to have to teach you about who I am. And you're going to have to develop around who I am. That's how you should be feeling about every situation. There's an empowerment in that. You're not losing, you gaining. You losing when you see that. That means give. When you give that power over to the broad. You saying that the broad is so powerful that that when she comes, she got you figured out. Man, really? The broad, when she comes, she got you figured out like that? Really? There's nothing complex about you? There's no idiosyncrasies about you? Right? That this broad is going to have to grow, to have to learn, to adapt to who you are? There's little quirks about you? So she's so powerful, when she comes, she got you figured out in 2 seconds. Man, no. Broad ain't got you figured out. I've even said many times, sometimes during the relationship, when the broad figures she got you figured out, you got to reintroduce yourself to the broad. Hold on, broad, you think you know all about me. You know something about me. But let me introduce myself to you again to let you know who the hell I am around here. It's a power source. You don't give that over. See, that's why I say it's tricky, because ain't nobody telling you that part. Right? So just see how I set it up in the beginning. Watch how I set it up. I said to you guys, what is your ultimate desire in a woman? Right? What is your ultimate desire? And you guys said your ultimate desire. And then I came back around, right? And I said, if a woman gives that to you, what are you willing to give her? Yeah, Brandon. I got you, didn't I, Brandon? Yeah, man. Yeah. You see how I set that up? I want you guys' mind to be sharp. I want you guys, because I know you guys got it. I want you guys slipping, right? Right? So I set it up like that. If she gives that to you, what are you willing to give her? You're supposed to feel like, well, hold on. The broad can't come like she know me in 2 seconds. It's impossible. You too powerful as a man for the broad to have you figured out in 2 seconds. The broad got to come here, learn about who you are, learn how to adapt to everything about you. Every brother that ever had, I already knew. See, that's why I never felt anything, because I already knew how powerful I was as a man. There's a lot of dudes that don't feel powerful, so they always putting it on a broad. They always saying they expect the broad to come a certain kind of way because within themselves, they don't feel powerful. They think the broad is more powerful than them without them even knowing what they did. They done made the broad more powerful. There's no, inside of you as a goddamn man, you shouldn't be feeling a broad can come around you in a second and have you figured out. Ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world. Right? So when you feel that way about you, that a broad couldn't have you figured out, that she gonna have to come and learn who you are and adapt to who you are. To adapt to who you are, God said. Yeah, to adapt to who you are. Cut, you funny, man. To adapt to who you are, right? So when you really feel empowered in that place, then you don't have the problem like most dudes out there that are expecting the broad to come a certain kind of way. Do you see how it's directly linked to what they feel about themselves? It's without them even knowing, the deception is in. Them wanting the broad to come ready-made is directly linked to how they feel about themselves. Because a cat that thinks he's a giant, that feels he's a giant, knows it's impossible for the broad to come ready-made. Right? So since he knows that about himself, right, he is open for the broad to come knowing that she got work to do, to mess with you. You got work to do. Right? And so now you position yourself in a way to allow that process to transpire. That's how the broad becomes what you want her to be. How the broad gonna become what you want her to be without your participation? How can she become what you think your ultimate desire is without your participation? It's impossible.